Welcome to all of you. So for those who have just joined this Instagram chat, I'm just going to talk about houseplants. So if you're not interested in houseplants, sorry. I also wanted to, just show you a little bit around my living room. Actually, let me do this now. So, to cut a long story short, I moved to Ireland almost a year ago. I moved in this house in December 2018. And I've done a lot of refurbishing by myself, and it's been hard work. And I've discovered that houseplants were a nice way to reward myself. I don't know, they spark joy. So let me show you a little bit around, and then I'll talk into more detail about some of the plants, and then hopefully I can do some plant swaps with some of you guys. So this is what I call my vertical garden. So this is part of my collection. There are some of my favorite plants over here. So for example, this one is a lovely philodendron that a friend, Jessica, sent me by post. So we did a swap, and then this one here, is the Stramante Triostar, which is lovely. It's got this lovely pink. The Deliciosa Amazonica, another gorgeous plant that I absolutely adore. This philodendron here is huge and I love it. And then another one that I really like is, the light is a bit weird. This is Ficus, the rubber plant, Ficus elastica, sorry. I had a little bit of a mental block. So that's the window. And then over here, I've got stove. This is proper like Ireland. And then I've got the mirror over there with some more plants, little cabinet. And let me go back to my initial position. Oh, okay. Why am I out of breath? I've only literally just done like a 360 of the room. But anyway, so what I would also like to talk to you about is I started collecting Hoya plants or wax flower plants. So this is Hoya carnosa Crimson Queen, which is gorgeous. And because Hoyas are succulents, I water them very sparingly, but I do spritz them with some rainwater. I would say probably I will water these guys once every 3 weeks. I don't know about you, like in terms of what kind of routine you have for your Hoyas, but this is what I'm doing at the moment. And actually, if you have any Hoyas, say, for example, you start from a cutting like the one that I have, how long will it take, would you say, for it to bloom? I'm expecting it to bloom maybe in the next couple of years, but I'm not too sure. Another plant that I got from a swap is this one. Now, it doesn't look like it's doing too well. It's still recovering from being posted, but this is a Monstero deliciosa, so I'm hoping to get those amazing fenestrated leaves, with the holes and everything. So this was also from Jessica, so thank you, Jessica. And so I think I've got this cutting for about 6 weeks, something like that. It's not putting out new growth just yet, so I'm keeping a watchful eye on this, and then I'm probably watering it about once a week or once to 10 days because I don't want to drown it, because unfortunately root rot is an issue if you are a little bit too heavy-handed with the watering. And she's back. So this is a Begonia, not crystallina, sorry, a Begonia corollina. This was also from a plant swap, and the thing is, I was a little bit overzealous in promising cuttings. So this was a cutting that I received, and then I got really enthusiastic about swaps, and I started chopping quite a few bits from this plant. So it's looking a little bit bare, but you can still see these gorgeous leaves with this amazing pattern. And I didn't realize that this type of begonia can be quite thirsty. So I would say I'm watering it once a week, but I'm also spritzing it with rainwater almost every day. And I like the fact that because it's a cane begonia, it's got quite a robust structure, so it's not flimsy. The leaves are quite thick. They don't have the kind of flimsiness of, say, a Begonia Rex. But then again, I'm still quite new to the begonia game, and I'm always interested in knowing more about it as I go along. So if you're ever interested in swapping a begonia cutting, just bear with me, because I'm just leaving this baby alone for a while it grows again, and then we can do some more swaps. But by all means, let me know in the chat if you're interested in swapping plants. Now, another thing that I got recently was a coffee plant. Right, so that was a bargain. Here in Ireland, you can buy plants from supermarkets, from DIY stores, from garden centres. So this one is from a DIY store called Woody's, and it was reduced 50%. Yes, so I only paid €2.50 for this baby, and I don't know. I think this is a very underrated plant, house plant, because I don't see it very often featured on Instagram or YouTube. I'm an avid YouTube tutorial watcher. But if you see in the light, if I can maybe show you like this, the leaves are extraordinarily shiny. They've got this beautiful dark green colour, and they've got like almost like a papery texture, but it's quite thick. So again, it's not a flimsy kind of plant. They are quite thirsty, so currently I'm watering it once a week, but I'm also spritzing it with rainwater almost every day. So the almost every day phrase is because, in an ideal world, I would like to spray them all every day, but sometimes I forget. So let's say 3-4 times a week. I'm also doing a swap, so I got a couple of cuttings from this plant that I'm going to share out in exchange for other plants. I can't remember which is which, but I'm keeping tabs in a little file on my phone so that I don't get confused. So that's that. I'm really pleased with this plant. It's really lovely, and I love coffee, so what's not to like? Now, another thing that I got in a passport, whoopsie. This is like a rattlesnake calathea that I got from Mariana. Thank you, Mariana. So we did a swap by post. So this is kind of the same family as, well, ish, the Triostar there. So the Maranta calathea, the prayer plant family. So all of these plants have got like a purpley back, and lovely patterns on the top of the leaves. They like to be kept well hydrated, so I'm using more of a misting technique to water these plants, also because this is a cutting. And So yes, I would say that these plants have got a bad reputation. They always say that you need to water them a lot, but also to have a humidifier. So what I've done instead, because I don't really want to keep a humidifier, is I'm just grouping the plants together because I don't want to have an environment where it's too humid inside the house. This is not like a tropical paradise. This is wet Ireland. So I want to make sure that, this is a sustainable environment for myself and my plants. So, as I said, I received this plant as a cutting only a few weeks ago. So, it's still a baby, but I'm hoping it will get quite voluminous, and I will keep you posted, I guess. So this is a lovely plant as well. And as I said, it's not as high maintenance as I thought it would be. So I'm really pleased.